Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the Weeknd's new album, Hurry Up Tomorrow. I've kind of been looking forward to this because the last couple albums from the Weeknd, I haven't listened to them completely, but I love the singles off of that. So let's just jump right into this new album. So the first song, Wake Me Up, featuring Justice, is a pretty good startup for the album. It's got kind of that slow burn kind of at the beginning and then kicks off. Good track. The next song definitely is going to be the crowd favorite, Cry For Me. I put it is way better than the first track, and it is. It's 80s synth and keyboards. It's just classic The Weeknd stuff. Modern elements like trap and 808s going along with that. It's a very good mesh of like 80s music and like modern hip hop and R&B influences, so pretty good. And right at the beginning of this album, like Cry For Me is going to be pretty hard to beat. I'm not going to lie. So, next song is like a quick interlude and kind of telling the story of where he's at in his career now, kind of at the peak, honestly, in my opinion. Sao Paulo features Anita, and it's kind of a like Latin music, drum, and synth beat kind of thing going on. Pretty catchy, I'll say, and cool use of synths as well. And the bridge is the best part of the song, in my opinion. Next song, Until We're Skin and Bones, has a cool outro to uh, Sao Paulo. It has a tiny little small interlude. And oh, yeah, it's very short. And it's basically wins like ringtone of the year because you could make this your ringtone. It would sound sick. It sounds like you're just being blasted up and being beamed up by Scotty or something like that, or transported across the planet by a Star Wars device or something. That's what it sounds like. The next actual song, Baptized in Fear, is chill R&B and echoey vocals, of course. With the chill R&B, gotta have that pairing. And a cool bleed into the next song. It's just, and this song I just said is quintessential R&B. Good stuff. Open Hearts, very catchy beat synths and bass slaps going on. Tasty bass slaps from, sounds like from the 80s, kind of. And I'm going to be saying that a lot for this album. Most likely to be the banger of the album for me, Open Hearts. And I actually forgot I said that. But yeah, this song can stand up to Cry For Me. And the keyboards in the chorus slap. Real good. Opening night is spacey and atmospheric, and there's a kind of cool, longer interlude kind of going on with that one. Leading into the next song, Reflections Laughing, is acoustic guitar driven at the beginning, and it's very much gave me movie end credits vibes. And there's interesting choir vocals and quiet keyboards for a spacey build up. And Future is the feature, I believe, for this one, possibly. Oh, several. Okay. Never mind. It is not Future. It is the feature. It is Florence the Machine and Travis Scott. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Future is the next one. Okay. Um, and they do pretty good in their feature devices. I'd say the song is a little too slow for me, but I can appreciate it. And that's when this next song, Enjoy the Show, kind of picks up for me. So I will say it is a good feature from Future. And the latter half of the song has a cool, ominous feel and sad lyrics by reaching peak and leaving. So there's that stuff going on for the song. But then there's this whole other thing with like Chipmunk the Weeknd. That's on like a little loop, vocal loop throughout the song, and it ruins the song. I say this with all artists when they do the pitch shift thing in the higher part, and you just have the Alvin and the Chipmunks singing. Alvin, I'm sorry, it doesn't work. Chipmunk voice does not work. It never will for me. But yeah, so it kind of ruins that song for me. It is a perfectly good song, but the Chipmunks kind of ruined it. Giving Up on Me is basically back to bangers. probably the best 80s synth sound and beat yet on the album. And there's a cool switch up halfway through this song with like a quick 60s style doo-wop almost style chorus into a chill piano ballad. And there's cool synth outro, and it's probably the most unique song without being boring so far. Because there was some interesting stuff going on, Reflections Laughing, but I feel like Giving Up on Me was both unique and also a banger at the same time. So I think Giving Up on Me kind of destroys Reflections Laughing. All right. I can't wait to get there. It's a little bit of a rap section and possibly has lady backing vocals on this. And there's a feature on here that's also pretty good, I believe. Maybe. But yeah, if there was a feature on that, it's pretty good. Timeless has a big feature, and you can see that there with Playboy Cardi. And the song's pretty hype. Good rapping feature, and also some solid rapping from The Weeknd. So Timeless is with Giving Up on Me in this latter half, where it's just a straight up great song. Niagara Falls has pretty good, again, beats and synths, but the pitch shifted chipmunk returns and ruins the song. And this song in particular could have been one of the best love songs on the album, but the chipmunks strike again. So unfortunately ruins the song, but the outro leading to the next song was perfect though, so I will give him that. I don't know if he likes the chipmunk voices. Maybe one of his producers like the chipmunk voices, but hey, guys in the studio, if you hear me, need to go ahead and cut the chipmunks. All right, they need to go. Next song, Take Me Back to LA, which is kind of relevant right now with everything that went on in LA the beginning of the year, is actually a really decent track. And I mean, it's probably way too far into the album, but hopefully it'll get its due time in the sun, because this is actually a very good 80s, straight up 80s song. Sounds like it came from the 80s, but in a good way, not outdated. So great song. Big Sleep is definitely one of those more auteur kind of artist songs. It has weird out of tune intro, and after the intro there's some simple keyboard synths and vocals, and it's kind of like a slower swaying song. The feature did a great job as well, Giorgio. But I would not give that a repeat listen. It's alright. Give Me Mercy has immediately, to me, reminded me of Toto, which is great. And it's the best song in the latter half so far for me, besides Giving Up on Me and Timeless and Take Me Back to LA. It's like I was saying. And close to being the best on the album. So I would pit Give Me Mercy against Cry For Me. Or Open Hearts, for sure. And yeah, just everything about it. The instruments, the chorus, the verses, all a plus. Just a straight knockout in the latter half of the album. Give Me Mercy could have been way higher up in the listing, to be honest. Like, I probably would have switched one of the quick little interludes with Give Me Mercy just to give it more sunshine. Or switch Enjoy the Show with Give Me Mercy. I don't know. Or switch Sao Paulo. Although that's a big one. He's got a lot of views on that, but yeah. Go listen to Give Me Mercy. It's good. Drive, again, he's just not pulling his punches in this latter half of the album. And the synths, like, it just sounds like you're playing an 80s, like, retro wave video game and driving through the sunset. That's literally what the song's about, and it's great. Highly recommend listening to it in the car, driving in the sunset. The Abyss has another big feature with Lana Del Rey. And I think at this point in The Weeknd's career, I guess it really doesn't matter where he puts his songs, what number, on the track list because people are going to listen to these songs regardless, and the good ones are going to get the most views. So I guess that's the why this song is way back. But there's epic piano synth build up and the good feature. I think Lana Del Rey did good. Kind of a more subdued feature, but still added to the song. And it's okay song. I think Drive and Give Me Mercy are way better though. Red Terror is just straight up R&B goodness again, kind of like Baptized in Fear. And I very much like the choice of the synth beat for this one and the sound. And there's also a cool, not overdone, like Prince spoken word section, like Prince used to have. That's the one of the versions that remind me of it, or some of Michael Jackson's spoken word that he would quickly do in a song. Fit perfectly. Without a Warning has like a cool background wall of vocals that sound awesome. It's just all The Weeknd, layered The Weeknd's, and it's crazy because he has a great voice. So a wall of him just sounds crazy. An instrumental goes off a minute with some much needed drums and a minute in, and this song is definitely probably going to be a sleeper hit. Hopefully, great song. And it's a song about with him being in concerts and just the life of doing concerts. The closer, Hurry Up Tomorrow, is a piano ballad and it has lyrics about going up to heaven and seeing his father and mother. So pretty hard hitting lyrics. And I'll also say for this album, a ton of the lyrics are very hard hitting. So a lot of serious content here. Perfectly makes sense for a not an amateur, but a person who's been in the game for a long time. I was forgetting the word for that. But this ain't his first rodeo. That's what I'm trying to say. And there's just great falsettos in the song and great singing as well. Probably the best singing on the album, possibly. And yeah, it's just knocked it out of the park. So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10 because I would skip a few songs, but there's like a plethora of great R&B songs on this album that will have something basically for everybody. And there's great features as well that add to the listening experience. So although there's a couple interludes I would skip and maybe 3 or 4 songs I would skip, since it's a 22 track album, there's too much good here to give it any lower than a 9 in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think of these the Weeknd songs and this new album that we'll probably be hearing everywhere we go. But that's good because it's actually pretty good. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later.